I have some concerns about Shadowlands, namely the restrictive and repetitive nature of the systems that they're implementing in order to keep us occupied. Today's concerns cover the Covenants and Soulbinds.
Hi there, I just signed up and...
Attention! Welcome to your Covenant. Here's your chore list.
I'm a hero of the Alliance, defeater of Sargeras, paddler of Garrosh. Shouldn't I just get a comfy chair, a tumbler of whiskey, and a bunch of sycophants?
Silence! You are not renowned. You are the maintenance man, so you will do as you're told.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
Anima! Get me all the anima. Travel the world and take it and bring it to me. But only so much every day. I can't handle too much anima at once. You might get renowned quicker, and that simply won't do.
So what do I do with the leftovers?
You can start repairing and upgrading this place. It's a shambles, man. Have you no pride?
Why haven't you fixed it? I've just arrived. You let your home fall to pieces?
Do not question your more renowned superiors. Now get cracking. I want to see gleaming anima at my feet at the close of the day.
Right-ho. Off I go then. More work?
I think you get where I'm going with this. You're locked in. It's a pretty inflexible system that punishes you for swapping out and doing identical chores at another Covenant. It guarantees that you'll be running about, collecting a certain amount of anima in order to keep your renown ticking over. Now, personally, for me, that's not a particularly interesting concept, and it doesn't really sound fun to me either. But, we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out in beta. Spare anima can go to other things, your anima conductor, your soulbinds, your minions in your mission table. God, mission table. The aforementioned upgrades, presumably through the Sanctum interface. So, yeah, there are a lot of uses for anima, and I'm a little nervous about how much anima all of this is going to cost in order to, upgrade and maintain, but Ian Hazzard-Coasters has been at pains to describe anima as not nearly as grindy as the previous incarnations of AP in Legion and Battle for Azeroth, so, once again, we'll see. Soulbinds are easy enough to switch out, so that's good. However, the conduits, the spec-specific relics that slot in between, are destroyed when you do that. So these conduits apparently drop from a variety of different sources in the game, but you'll need to reacquire them every time you make a soulbound change, or put a different conduit in its place. This is a bit of a problem for anybody who likes to do more than one thing in WoW. If you'll be tanking dungeons and Mythic Plus for 2 solid years and you've looked up the meta-approved conduits, then you'll be fine. However, if you also raid as a DPS, do rated battlegrounds, or heal a bit on the side for example, then you'll need to be reacquiring a lot of these conduits in order to reslot them as you go on your way. There's also the minor issue of where these conduits are going to come from. Say, for example, one of your best conduits comes from content that you actively hate. That for me would be something like rated battlegrounds. I'm dreadful at PvP. The achievements I've made in PvP could fit on the back of a postage stamp. Making players do content over and over again when they dislike it just doesn't seem like great design to me. Now, I'm pretty sure I know why they're doing Covenants and Soulbinds this way. You'll be guaranteed to be playing for X amount of time every day because of FOMO, or fear of missing out. You don't want to be that guy who's fallen behind on his renown and isn't up to speed when the first raid drops, or hasn't ground out the best conduits available. And then of course you're doing Mythic Plus on Thursday nights or whatever, so you'll need to either switch Soulbinds for that, or just plonk brand new Mythic Plus meta conduits over the raid ones. It's a way of keeping you replaying the content to death. I personally don't like this kind of rigidity. I'd much rather have Covenants scale back to an aesthetic and story-driven choice, with unique followers and quests and incidents out in the world as the game progresses. And I'd like a separate interface where you can switch conduits in and out, like a jewelry box or something. That way, you'd only go back for a copy of a conduit if you were pushing higher Mythic Plus keys or harder raids, and could be rewarded with a stronger version. This would mean, of course, that Shadowlands would have to have a lot more content to keep players occupied rather than the just standard renown and conduit treadmills. But, is that really a bad thing? Why should you need to spend anima at the conductor in order to access additional content areas? Shouldn't these be provided for free? And, what happens to your overland experience if you can't be asked spending anima on this conductor? Does nothing just appear? Unfortunately, at this stage, even in early beta, I don't see Blizzard winding back Covenants and Conduits to give us a little more flexibility. They're just too committed to these systems at this point. We can only hope that with focused feedback on these new systems, some change will be initiated. But I guess until then, I'd better get my peon outfit ready.
I'm a peon for Eon.
Grumpy Gamer, out!